We are at Cannes Boat Show with Marco Lastuzzi and the launch day of your new baby, the 48 race, which is behind you. Marco, could you tell us a little bit about the concept of this boat?
The concept of this boat was to make, first of all, a racing boat, and at the same time we can to use this the hull and the deck to make also a performance boat that for us is the standard production boat. So we did this and was a quite challenging design, because to combine these two different kind of boat was not easy. The one that we have in the back here is the racing version, which has in particular has 2 backstays, 8 winches for maneuvering, so he has a lot of gear ready for racing. And other things we can say that we have transversal track for the jib, hydraulic ram on the forestay, so it's really ready for racing. We came out also with a quite light displacement, because it's built with infusion, epoxy, some carbon fiber in strategic places. So at the end we make also a very rigid hull structure, because the mast is all made at the same time in carbon. So we needed also a rigid frame to hoist that.
So am I right in saying that you said the challenge of doing a race boat with a production yard, so that it can apply to both racers and to fast cruising clientele? I understand you did something like 120 CFD calculations, is that right?
Yes, it was very challenging to find out the best hull for our needs. And the needs were not only, mainly for racing, but at the same time we were thinking also to the cruising or standard production boat. So to achieve this, we used CFD analysis, and we did very long research in this. It took about 1 month to do all this research, only to find out which hull was the best for our needs. And but it was a very long job, but we understand, and a very useful job.
Well, the results look pretty sensational here. Thank you very much, Marco.
Thank you.
So this is the very long fixed bowsprit, very dry looking forefoot on the powerful new Grand Soleil 48-foot race. Yeah, race enhanced production yacht designed by Marco Lastuzzi, who describes the boat as a transformer yacht because of the amount of options it's offered with, both in terms of layout on deck, sail plan, and how you can even have it built, so right up to a full carbon build optional. Very cool looking new boat here. This is the first one at Cannes Boat Show, launched today. So the layout is available with 4 or 6 winches, or even 8 winches if you're going for the full race version. And then you have options for the in-haulers on the transverse drib tracks, longitudinal tracks, or even self-tacking jib track. So for a production yacht, a really versatile combination of layouts available. Coming forward, nice flush foredeck, and you see how the sheer is rising all the way forward. Big powerful bow with a long extended fixed bowsprit. Standard would be more like that on the 52LC opposite, but yeah, this one intended for racing, so nice long sprit, hydraulic forestay and Cunningham, large sail locker, and yeah, very cool Hall carbon mast with unusually just the top spread as a boomerang set. So tender garage under the transom, twin wheels, and a recessed traveller big beamy cockpit. Notice no lockers in the cockpit, but there is a relatively large dinghy garage and sail locker, and it's worth it for the size of the aft cabins. Lovely modern example of Nauta Design's work. The kings of contemporary interior design. Nice light interiors. This one's got what looks like a custom stainless steel finish on the galley, induction hob, and this is the race model, so you'll notice no raised lockers in the saloon, and they've got a removable seat in here, and on the performance version the worktop can extend out into the middle. A forward facing chart table at the forward end of the starboard saloon, and they've cut away these sections in here so you can see the carbon work going into the structures. So the chain plates and the structural grids and the rudder on this are in carbon, as is the rig and rigging. Very simple. Again, in here, no raised lockers, no mirrors or anything. Choice of the owner of this first boat. Just a minimalist design. And the layout for this 48 is 3 cabins, 2 berths. Sorry, 2 heads only. And then you start to realise that beam there, 4.55 metres of beam, when you see the size of the aft cabins. Not bad for a 48 foot to have the option for these split berths, which can join to make a double. There's a double in the port side, but it's it's beam where you need it, sort of higher up. You can see already the hull side's sloping down, so the actual wetted surface area of the hull is not beamy at all. And heads and good size, separate shower.